So are customs considered fake? Yo, what's going on with your YouTube? Jumpman Chris here. We're coming back at y'all with another vid. So we have a discussion video, a topic that I would like to talk to you guys about. Some news broke out that we kind of heard about Nike is now suing the shoe surgeon. If you guys didn't know who the shoe surgeon was, he was actually a sneaker customizer. He's also have done some customs or some custom work for like some Nike athletes and some Nike talent and all that stuff, right? So shoe surgeon has worked with Nike before. So he worked with them for a couple years. All of a sudden now Nike is now suing the shoe surgeon for all the customs and defamation and all that crazy stuff that's going on. It's kind of similar what's going on with Babesta, Warren Lotus, all the other bootleg, sneakers that you want to call it. I was never for the whole bootleg thing. Like, I never got into the whole Warren Lotus thing. I mean, that was a big topic back during the pandemic. I always thought it was just like a bootleg. It was kind of weird for me, in my opinion, because I felt like it was way too close to like an actual dunk. Same with the other stuff, the Air Raids or the Airs, something that looks like the Jordan 1s, and also the Babestas. I never really got into any of that stuff, but I respect it. It's cool if you guys like it, understand. It's just not for me. Now, I actually do like customs. I don't mind customs, especially if it's for an authentic pair of shoes that you customize it, paint it, chop it up, stitch it up, whatever you want to do to it. That's what I believe what a custom is. That's, custom alternate to what you want it to look like to a shoe. I think that's just fine. I think a lot of people are, there's a lot of great customizers, sneaker customizers out there, and they do a lot of great work. Why do people do customizing shoes? Because a lot of times Nike is not going to give us a shoe in color that we want. Just like, the Heritage. I got a custom of the Heritage. I want to do a little backwards swoosh to it because it looked pretty close to like the Travis Scott Fragment Highs. Had the same color blocking except for it was red. I was like, you know what? I had a little idea. Hey, can you customize it to make it look like the backward swoosh? And that's what it did. And I know I don't call these a Travis Scotts. I still call these a Jordan 1 Heritage custom to a Travis Scott. It's still authenticated. It's still a real Nike shoe. It's just customized to what I would like it to be. Same with some other stuff too. These were like the foam, the gray foams, and I felt like these look pretty close to like an off-white. Got them customized to make it look like an off-white. So just something like that. That's what I respect, and that's what I kind of like. I like a little customs here and there. So remember back in the day with the whole customization, if you guys remember the Dirty Breads, what they took was the Air Jordan 11s and they just blacked out the outsole, and I thought that was so cool. Look nice, kind of sleek looking, something easy, just a little customization. Now the problem with the shoe surgeon is, yes, so there are some things that some people say he does do some customizing. He was selling his service. Wasn't selling like the shoe and stuff like that. Well, he wasn't selling the shoe and stuff, but wait, we'll talk about that, all right? Because that seems to be the problem right there. Because Nike is suing the shoe surgeon for $60 million. Because apparently he made that freaking much. And say what you want, man, I had no idea he was making that type of bread on some customization. That is insane. And that's from also not just his customization service. He's also did some schooling too as well. He was teaching other people how to do customization and stuff. And I think the problem what he was doing, he wasn't using all the authenticated parts of a shoe. Like, from what I was hearing, it was being fabricated to make it look like a Nike swoosh. He was still using a Nike swoosh. It's just that, it just kind of looked alternate. Like, he's still using the soles, but he would alternate to all the different materials. And that's what he kind of does. He does like reptilian skins and stuff like that. But it's different if you were to use an actual Jordan 1 and customize it and use the same panels and just kind of overlapped it. But I think from what I was hearing, what he was doing, he was using his actually own panels. Actually, he was selling kits, which was kind of crazy. Kits of his own of their own panels and putting it all together. Nike claims shoe surgeon is falsely misleading customers to believe that Nike is affiliated with his business and they do not authorize this, meaning that they did not license or have an agreement that would allow surgeons to do this. So defamation of counterfeits, like he would basically take like a shoe that kind of looks like a Chicago one, put different pounds to it, and it's like, again, he would bedazzle it, he would put snake skins all over it, whatever he would do, but it would look very, very close to like an actual Nike shoe. And that becomes a problem because he was actually, apparently some of the stuff was being mass produced. I mean, is the difference between one-on-one customs, like 4 or 5, you know, something like that, maybe, but for him to make like hundreds to even thousands a pair and upcharging prices too, like his prices was not cheap. It was into, some of these shoes could be up to about $3,000 to $5,000, even more on certain things. Now, I'm not hating on the man's, you know, pricing, and that's what he does for his service. You know, his price is his price. You know, I can't say anything about it. If people are willing to pay for it, then good for him. It's just that when he starts to fabricate and manufacture some of these shoes to make it look like it's actually from a Nike and he's selling for thousands of dollars, that's when it becomes the problem with Nike. Now, the whole thing about with Nike, I think a lot of people is also saying because Nike stocks are down, Nike's, you know, losing money, they're not gaining as much money. And what I kind of think what's happening with Nike, they are trying to eliminate all competitions that could potentially hurt them or could potentially, you know, take some of their money away from, aka why there's, you know, Nike is suing some of these replica sites, all these replica manufacturers, suing Bapesta finally, and even like, you know, like Warlow's, all that, and other bootlegging, you know, that looks just like a Nike. Again, like I said, Nike and the shoe surgeon have worked together before, so I don't know, maybe shoe surgeon got a little too comfortable. Maybe he thought it was untouchable. Maybe there was a handshake agreement. Who knows? All I know is I think Nike was trying to shut this all down, you know, behind closed door. Obviously, it didn't happen. Now it made it to the public, and now Nike's, you know, suing for about $60 million in damage, which is like, again, I had no idea his business was that big. I mean, I've had a feeling he was big time and everything, but $60 million. But you know, I have no horse in the race. You know, I'm not on either side. You know, either on Nike or shoe surgeon sides, whatever, how you guys feel about it. Again, you know, people can take different sides and how they want and how they want to take about it. I just think it's kind of crazy. But you know, I do support some customizing out there when it's an actual customization that I want, you know, for a shoe. I hand them the shoe that I own, like, hey, can you make this for me? That is a custom, not manufactured in the actual factory. That is not a custom, manufactured. Big difference, guys. This news is gonna kind of hurt some of the whole customization word, I would think, just because, like, you know, it's a lot of people now are gonna look at customization like it's a fake. Like, people's like, yo, now that Nike's suing all these customizers and manufacturers and bootlegs, they're all automatically thinking like, yo, these are fake, or those are fakes, or anything's a fake. I mean, say what you want. I guess that's the way how some people want to call it. If you want to call these a fake, again, I know it has the backward swoosh to make it look like a Travis Scott, but I know it's not a Travis Scott. It's still an Air Jordan 1 heritage, okay? It's still authenticated shoe, but you know, some people can say what they want about it. You know, I just like the design, so you know, try to do something a little different, I thought, but some people can say different things and how they want to. It just depends how people want to take it. If they want to look at it like it's a fake, then that's how people's gonna look at it. I just think of it as if it's an actual custom and someone chopped it up and colored it and all that stuff, then that's an actual custom. But there's a lot of gray area. You guys can decide how you guys want to look at it. You guys actually comment down below how you guys feel about it. Is a customization to you guys, is it a fake, or is it manufactured? Then that's definitely a fake, in my opinion. But you guys can let me know how you guys feel about it, about customization. I still think some of the customization is actually pretty dope. You know, not gonna lie. I think it's artsy, and it's very, you know, one-to-one stuff a lot of times. But and there's a lot of things I could touch upon between shoe surgeons, because I know there's some things that he was selling on with some of the shoes. Like again, it seemed like it was manufactured, because he was selling like hundreds of pairs, or like, you know, different sizes and stuff like that, and even it was in taller sizes, so it was manufactured. But again, this is just the best to my knowledge. Allegedly, obviously, we have to just kind of wait and see how it does in court. But I'm pretty sure with Sue Surgeon, and I even believe that Goyard even filed a lawsuit with the Sue Surgeon too for trademark infringement. So again, guys, you guys take how you guys want to look between customization. I mean, obviously you can't use in some of these high quality and luxury stuff, like they have their name. They don't want you to be cutting up and chopping up their stuff. But I feel like if you bought the dang on thing, you bought the shoe, you bought the purse, you bought whatever, you can do whatever you want with it. If you want to chop it up and sell it, I feel like you should be able to. Freedom. I thought, but who knows. Anyway, guys, hey, just want to say, guys, thank you guys so much, guys. You guys comment down below how you guys feel about everything, man. Definitely would like to have some discussions in the comments. Anyway, guys, hey, just want to say, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And don't forget to follow me on my social media at Chris on IG, so on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm Chris. Peace.